Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you might be watching. Jeff Hudson here from United Computer Consultants. In this demonstration, I'd like to talk about arrays. An array in Excel is simply a set of data, and the advantage of using arrays is that the computer will calculate the answers that you want using just one formula, as we shall see, as opposed to using many formulas, which of course slows down the operation. So the array also makes, from an IT point of view, any debugging just that little bit easier. And there are one or two rules that we need to take into account, particularly when we are typing the formula, and having typed the formula to perform the actions for us, then we need to bear in mind that we do not press just the enter key as we normally would to update the answers in the cells. So what I've done here, I've got a couple of examples. First of all, we're going to create a 12 times table. So I've entered some headings across here, 1 to 12, and down the column A, 1 to 12 as well. Now, the first thing that I do is to select the cells in which I want the answers. So first of all, I'm going to drag through those cells and select that area there, from A13 across to M13. Now there is one active cell I can see up here. It is cell B2, and the first thing I do is to press an equal sign, and then I simply tell Excel what are the cells that I require in the formula. I'm going to type a multiply asterisk, and then I say multiply those cells by the cells in the column heading. Now here's the key. Don't press enter, but hold then the control key, then the shift key, then press enter, and the entire array is filled with the answers. Now the beauty about it is that if we look up here in the formula bar, I see one formula, A2 to A13 multiplied by B1 to M1, and if I click on any cell, I still see the same formula up here in the formula bar. Bear in mind that if I try to change something in the array, by doing that it says I can't change any part of an array. So I'm going to click OK there and press the escape key. What I can do if I wish is to change the row or column heading numbers. So if I change the 12 here to a 20 and press enter, you'll see that that bottom row has been recalculated, but I can't change the numbers in the array itself. So I'm just going to undo that last action, put things back where they were. Now let's look at how I can use an array, for example, to calculate an exchange rate. So if I wanted to, for example, change the US dollars to Australian dollars, given the exchange rate at the moment is 0.92 for an Australian dollar, so I need more Australian dollars to buy a particular US dollar. So remember, the first action I do is to select the cells in which I want the answers. There's my active cell there. I type an equal sign. If I press enter, of course, I'll remove the selection, so just the equal sign. Then I want to drag down through the cells there, and in this case divide by the exchange rate, 0.92, control shift enter, and there are the Australian dollar equivalents to those US dollar equivalents given that exchange rate for the Aussie dollar. While I'm here, I'll also decrease the decimals just so it appears thus. So that's how arrays work. Remember, they are simply a set of data. A couple of rules that we need to remember are that I drag through the cells in which I want the answers, and then I type an equal sign in the active cell, use my mouse to drag through the cells that I want to use in the formula, create the formula, and then press Control Shift Enter. So it's really quite simple, but it will certainly calculate large spreadsheets rather more quickly, because as you saw, there was only one formula in the array. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. There are lots of Excel, Word, PowerPoint and Access tutorials on the channel, and again, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. By the way, folks, we also like likes and comments. So see you next time.